Xavier here, and we're back again. Today we're going to be watching the prequel series House of Dragon. So this is based on the book. I think it was one book or two books. I don't remember. It's called Fire and Blood. It's a prequel series to Game of Thrones, which was based on a Song of Ice and Fire series, which is written and still being written by George R. Martin. I think the RR are just there for his writing name. They're actual his initials, middle names, whatever. But yeah, I don't remember like exactly what happened because I read these books like a few years ago, but I just remember like the general overall of what happens. Yeah, there's gonna be war and factions, family against family. Know the general intrigue, all that stuff about Game of Thrones, politics, death, war, the dragons, family, so just general greatness. That's what I'm expecting. Because they have a fully fleshed out source material to work from, so I expect nothing like what happened in the final couple seasons of Game of Thrones, even though I didn't watch it in its entirety for various reasons, whatever. But I know what happened, and no, it didn't. No. So basically, yeah. So I should remember little bits and pieces of what happens, but not a whole lot, cause it's a years ago. But I should generally remember stuff that pops up, but so look out for that. Yeah, don't want to talk too long about this. Really should get into watching, so let's get into it.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close, the health of the old king, Heirs, was failing. In those days, House Targaryen stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke. No power in the world could stand against it.
10 dragons.
Heirs reigned over nearly 60 years of peace and prosperity, but tragedy had claimed both his sons, leaving his succession in doubt.
Is this at Harrenhal? I think this is Harrenhal.
To choose an heir. Over 1,000 lords made the journey to Harrenhal.
Yep.
Targaryen be made Prince of Dragonstone.
Rhaenys, a woman, would not inherit the Iron Throne.
And so started the brouhaha.
Jaehaerys called the Great Council to prevent a war being fought over his succession. For he knew the cold truth. The only thing that could tear down the House of the Dragon was itself. "172 years before Daenerys." We're gonna see a dragon. King's Landing. Is that the dragon pit?
Did you sleep?
I slept.
How long?
I don't need mothering, Rhaenyra.
Well, here you are, surrounded by attendants, all focused on the babe. Someone has to attend to you.
Consider it.
We passed through the Red Keep's gates at first light.
Does my father know he's here?
No.
Good.
Who is that demon?
Gods be good.
Sparrow Drivo se Gauma.
Yep, it is Demon Targaryen. Matt Smith. Ah,
Do gaan pelik not staat die looks door.
Do you know what it is?
It's Valyrian steel. Like Dark Sister.
Turn around. You and I both own a small piece of our ancestry.
that's nice. That's a cool gift.
You spend more time in that bath than I do on the throne.
This is the only place I can find comfort these days.
Oh, that's a nice shot. I like that shot.
I was a boy, Emma.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it. I've never been more certain of anything.
Tempting fate, my man. Tempting fate, laddie. Tempting fate.
Dream. It was clearer than a memory.
Our son was born wearing Aegon's iron crown.
And I heard the sound of thundering hooves, splintering shields and ringing swords. And I placed our son upon the Iron Throne. As the bells of the Grand Sept tolled, and all the dragons roared as one.
Born wearing a crown. God spare me. Birth is unpleasant enough as it is.
It's not your son you saw, it's your daughter. It's for the ensuing civil war. That's the swords and shields.
But I've mourned all the dead children I can.
That's so sad. 5 failed pregnancies in like 10 years. That's gotta be like a heavy toll on her. I definitely understand. I don't understand, but I can, I get it.
Crime of every breed has been allowed to thrive. No longer. Beginning tonight, King's Landing will learn to fear the color gold.
Oh, they're gonna enact some good old-fashioned police brutality on the public. That's what we're about to see, I guess. I don't want to know what that was. Ugh. The murderer's gonna get killed.
God's been good. The prince cannot be allowed to act with this kind of unchecked impunity.
Brother?
Damon.
Carry on. You were saying something about my impunity. Our city should be safe for all its people.
I agree. I just hope you don't have to maim half of my city to achieve this.
Time will tell.
Interesting answer. That's.
Lady of the Vale.
In the Vale, men are said to fuck sheep instead of women. I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
Oh my gosh.
In the end, this new city watch might be a good thing.
They all look like someone just died. Well, people did die, but nobody they care about.
You are Daemon Targaryen, rider of Caraxes, wielder of Dark Sister. The king cannot replace you.
Ah, okay. It's about the new hair. Hair? How do you pronounce it? I don't remember what to pronounce it. Hair. Yeah, okay. That's what this whole thing was about. Cool.
Queen Emma has begun her labors.
Amma. Okay. That's how you pronounce it. Cool. Hammer.
Prince Daemon Targaryen chooses Sir Gawain Hightower of Old Town, eldest son of the Hand of the King.
Oh boy, he's gonna unleash some whoop ass on Mr. Hightower. I'll bet on Damon too. Ooh.
Good luck, my prince.
Oh yeah, that's kind of wild. It's like he just defeated her brother and he's acting for her favor. Her favor. Yeah. I think that's how they're related. I think Alicent is Lord Hightower's son. Oh, that's legal?
It's been 70 years since King Maegor's end. These nights are as green as summer grass. None have known real war.
Ugh. Very visible. I appreciate it. Is he gonna say do it?
You can save the child.
We must either act now or leave it with the gods.
He's gonna say to do it. To save the heir. Ugh. I appreciate the cinematography and the directorial choices they're making here. Fellow, yeah, I like it. Oh, jeez, man. Well, I like what they're doing here. What they I know you can tell the shots of this battle versus the other this battle to save the child's life, but also losing the mother. And she's dead. Oh. Right, the child died as well. Nope, you will never be. Or you will have to suffice. Well, isn't this cherry?
Putting Daemon in command of the City Watch was your solution.
A half measure, Your Grace. The truth is, Daemon should be far away from this court.
Daemon is my brother.
Exactly, watch your tongue.
Blood. And he will have his place at my court.
Exactly.
We cannot agree on an heir, then how can we
My
expect
wife
a
and son are dead! I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
I feel you, my brother. I feel you. This meeting could have waited like at least a couple weeks. I don't think it's been a couple weeks.
I thought you might go to him. Offer him comfort.
He's pimping out his daughter. Oh, not even the whorehouse can cheer him up. Grief is that powerful. Oh wait, then you also heard them bickering about him. Okay, yeah, that too.
Did you say it? I don't know what you mean.
You will address me as Your Grace, or I will have my Kingsguard cut out your tongue.
Oh, he's wielding his power.
By order of your king.
and take on 4 of the best swordsmen in the kingdom? I don't think so. Think wisely, Damon. It's very cut. Very, on a word, very prickly. Easy to cut you. Know that the power is not forever. Can be taken from you in any moment.
Everyone says Targaryens are closer to gods than to men, but they say that because of our dragons. Without them, we're just like everyone else.
Interesting.
It's no trivial gesture, Rhaenyra. The Dragon's Saddle is one thing, but the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
Oh, very much so.
There's something else that I need to tell you.
Watch out for the backstabbers.
I, Viserys Targaryen, first of his name, King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm, do hereby name Rhaenyra Targaryen, Princess of Dragonstone and heir to the Iron Throne.
Nice. Okay, so wow, really nice first episode. We dealt with a lot, and so let me just go in like in order. So we started off with the Great Council. We decided that Rhaenys was not going to be queen, and the lords chose Viserys as the king. And so 10 years have passed, and its firstborn, Rhaenyra, is a girl. But his brother is the heir. What happens next is that we see Rhaenyra on the dragon. She's fine about all that, yeah. And we get introduced to the King's Guard. I don't remember his name. Because he's the one assigned to protect Rhaenyra. We also see Alicent Hightower, the daughter of the Hand of the King, who was Otto Hightower. We're introduced to Emma Targaryen, the wife of Viserys and the mother of Rhaenyra. We're eventually introduced to the council, where we see Courts of Valyrian, who is the sea guy, Lord of the Seas and all that. We see Lord Strong, and then we see the Mist de Melos, and then I think Lord Beastbury is also on the council. Daemon has recently been named commander of the City Watch, and he's absent, and then eventually he comes in. First he meets with his niece, and they have a nice little moment where he gives her some Valyrian steel, and then later on he comes in with his gold cloaks that he's been training them. I've gotten you a group of people together. I think they may have existed before, I don't remember, but they always said that I'm going to transform you into something. And so it takes the gold cloaks. No, they already called it the City Watch before. Gives them gold cloaks and bam, enacts a night of terror, serving justice on the criminals that have been plaguing King's Landing. He's gonna say, yo, I'm making my mark. Y'all are gonna remember me. Alright? the City Watch isn't to be messed with. We are serving the King's justice. We will enact the laws. Some good old-fashioned police brutality. Yeah, that's what this is about. So that one could say about that. What next? We see it says all the first council meeting and everything. We have a tournament. This is tempting fate because the son hasn't been born yet. Right, the mother is almost due, so tempting fate a little bit here. But they're having the tournament anyway because they spent money. Lords are on the way, knights are on the way, whatever. So yeah, they have the tournament. During the tournament, we see that in the tournament we see that Emma is dying. Kristen Cole and Emma is giving birth and she's also dying. Kristen Cole and who is that actually do jumped up knight, it's like he has no birth, but he's like been from some like pian some lower houses thing, Rhaenyra hasn't heard of the house at all, right? So Kristen Cole and Damon reached the finals. I call it the finals, and Emma is dying in the childbirth. It's not going well. The Maester, Grand Maester tells the child or the mother is that reminiscent of that scene we saw in Bridgerton season 2, and also the guy who plays the Kingsguard it's not in Bridgerton. He's in another Netflix series, The Witcher. So he was in season 2 as the right hand man. He wasn't a maester. He was whatever they call them. I don't remember the wizard. I don't remember the name what the people call them. But it was that person for one of those kings. Right. So back on track. Tournament. The king gets a choice. Try this new technique that saves the baby, or both of them die. So he tries to save the baby. His wife dies, and then that's intercut with the scene of the battle between Christian and Damon. Damon loses because he's victorious, but then he doesn't seal it, and then Christian bam bam boom takes him down, gets Damon to yield, and we see that it's a very gruesome scene with the what they're doing with their version of a C-section. No anesthetic, because they're giving her some milk of the puppy, which is their version of anesthetic during childbirth, but they didn't want to harm the baby during this thing, so they said, "Yo, get it out," and they went in dry. That was not great to see. But yeah, so Emma dies and Balon dies. So they have a hasty meeting about who should be the new successor. The king gets upset, leaves. Damon is eavesdropping on the council meeting without him. Well, they usually meet without him because he's not there, but this time they deliberately didn't invite him. Makes a mistake and toast that is rise back again to being the heir instead of the deceased son. So everyone is part. Rhaenyra is named heir, and then we see at the end she is. Right before that we see Viserys tells her about the Nightwalkers and the prince that was promised, all that stuff. But it wasn't the prince that was promised then, but that Targaryen must be there to save the kingdom and all that. That's why Aegon. That's the secondary reason why Aegon, or the primary reason why Aegon crossed from Dragonstone onto Westeros. Right, then next, we see the lords pledging their fealty. We see Daemon preparing to leave King's Landing with his consort. What do they call a consort? Next thing. That's the word? Yeah, whatever. And then we see Rhaenyra being sworn in as the heir, and you see some of the lords are a bit iffy about doing this, so you know they're gonna backstab her. And we see that she is both excited but also nervous because you know she's the first female heir. Things are gonna get dicey, and so that's how we end. Yeah, so there's a really solid first episode. I like the cinematography that they were showing. I like so I know that they made Alicent younger here because she was older in the books. I always saw that Otto had Alicent visit the king. I'm not gonna speak on that part because I think I might remember what's gonna happen. I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, just gonna say leave that there. But yeah, so things are being set up. I wonder how much longer we're gonna see young Rhaenyra and all them at their current ages. I think probably like until about like halfway through the season, and then we'll switch to older when the conflict starts to rise. Because I don't know. Well, we'll see how far they go. Cause I don't remember exactly, but yeah, the conflict's gonna be given eventually. Might be this season, might be next season. I'm not sure, but they definitely have some fights and stuff this season for sure. Right, acting top notch, cinematography amazing. I like the shots. The directing was done well. I like you know, doing the birth with the battle, all that. Extremely well done. Love that. Anything else? No. Yeah. So really saw the first episode. I'm looking forward to it. I can't really speculate much because my speculations might be based on prior knowledge. So I'm not sure because you know I'm mixing. So I can only say what's sure and what we see in the episode. So solid episode. We get things setting up. See the Starks, the Baratheons, Itals, the Mesas, Valerians. We didn't see any Lannisters. When you look at all Tullys, we didn't see any Lannisters or Tullys. But yeah, other houses right there. Oh, the Vale, what the Vale, the Arryns. Was the Arryn the ruler before? I don't remember, but yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna see some future characters introduced, and yeah, so I think I should end there before I start rambling, but yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season. Okay, bye.